Okay, everybody, welcome back. Really good to be back with you. It's been about 2 weeks since my last video, so I apologize for that. I'm working on a personal project right now that I want to tell you all about soon, but that's no excuse. Apple news goes on, and I have a lot of Apple news for you today. So let's jump right in. First up, Apple's been doing a lot to kind of respond to very important movements in the world right now. First of all, I want to talk about Tim Cook's letter. And that was initially an internal memo to employees, but now it is an official letter on the homepage. If you go to apple.com, you're going to see a big message that just says, speaking up on racism, read the message from Tim. If you've read Tim Cook's unofficial biography, it talks about how he experienced racism growing up when he was younger, growing up in Alabama. And so I think that he has a unique perspective on this. And so I'd recommend checking out this letter. It made me respect Tim Cook even more. Another thing that Apple's doing is if you go to the Apple TV app, you're going to be able to watch the movie Just Mercy for free. It's streaming for free with the Apple TV app. Another great movie actually made on Apple TV Plus is The Banker. I watched that a few months ago. Awesome movie, kind of speaks about some of these same issues. I would highly recommend watching that as well. It's really insightful, and it's really well done. In my opinion, it's one of Apple TV Plus's strongest films so far. The last thing that Apple has done is, I'll go to Apple Music here on my phone actually so you can see it. On the For You tab, oh, it looks like they actually took it off. Okay, so this is different, but it just said, listen with us, and it was just Beats One Radio, and they kind of played songs by black artists. It was really cool. And now it looks like they're still highlighting some music for Black Music Month. So that was kind of the other initiative that they did, was in Apple Music they had that, and so everybody could kind of bond over listening to music together. I thought it was a really fantastic idea. Kind of the last thing that really hit me was these Apple stores that you can see here that have been boarded up to protect against violent looting and rioting. But now those boards that have been placed over the Apple stores have kind of become a place for people to post their thoughts. I think that's a really cool thing that Apple is continuing to stand for change and equality. That's always kind of been one of their pillars and tenets of the company. All right, let's move on to more Apple news. A report has come out recently that Apple is talking about doing a services bundle. Now, obviously, this is kind of the thing that Apple's been building up towards for a long time. So some of Apple's services right now, of course, include iCloud, Apple News Plus, Apple TV Plus, Apple Arcade, Apple Music. Am I missing one? Did I say Apple News Plus? So the idea behind a services bundle would be to bundle all of these things together, and for one price you get all of these things, kind of the whole world of Apple for you at one small monthly cost. I think that this is the obvious thing to do. It's a great idea. It would probably lower the entry barrier for people. If you have 5 subscriptions, it's easy to find the least effective one and rule it out and cancel it. But if you have one subscription that's offering you 5 different things at a lower cost, then it's harder to cancel that one subscription. So I think that from a business perspective, this is a great idea for Apple. But if Apple did offer this, it's something that I think that I'd be really interested in. I currently pay for iCloud, and I currently pay for Apple Music. Apple Arcade was cool, but not worth $5 a month for me. I know that's a low cost, but I don't really play. I play iPhone games. I play Brawl Stars. That's it. So if you want to play Brawl Stars, that's a good idea, but it's free. So I don't like spending money on games. The best game on Apple Arcade was Sayonara Wild Hearts, so if you're going to play Apple Arcade, I'd recommend that game. Apple News Plus isn't really worth it to me. I had it for a couple months for school just to kind of see if it would add a lot of benefit to the advertising program that I'm in. It didn't. And then Apple TV Plus I currently have for free as a free subscription because I bought a MacBook in January, and I like it. It's good. It's fine. I wouldn't pay $5 a month at this point for it. Because I don't watch that much TV. So I'm not the ideal person probably for Apple subscriptions, but if they were to offer a service with all of these things, and let's say I was getting Apple TV Plus for $250 a month instead of $5, and I was getting Apple Arcade for $250 a month instead of $5, plus other things, then it would become interesting to me, and yeah. But anyways, that's the rumor. Let me know if that's something you're interested in, and again, how much you'd pay for an Apple services bundle. All right, another report says that Apple employees are starting to head back to the office. So it's interesting because while a lot of other companies are saying, hey, we are going to remain a remote workforce, Apple is a little bit different as a company. Yes, they offer services and software. They're great at it, but they also do hardware. And if you're on a hardware team, it's really important that you can meet together, that you can review the specs and the CAD files together in a single room and the prototypes. So that's really important. And then Apple's philosophy has also been, even if you're not in hardware, even if you're in software, that there's a chemistry that comes from being together, creative chemistry. The huge Apple Spaceship Campus that was originally supposed to cost $1 billion and ended up costing around $3 billion has been a huge investment for them, obviously, and it's a beautiful place. I would love to be there. So if I was working for Apple and I was remote, I'd say, hey, let's get back to the office because I want to be back in that awesome building. Okay, another report, and we've been hearing this for the last month or so, kind of confirms that the iPhone 12 is delayed until October, whereas usually it comes out in September. This is not unprecedented. The iPhone 8 came out about a month before the iPhone 10, which came out in October. So this is not unprecedented. I mean, it's mostly due to COVID-19 supply chain issues in China, but the iPhone 12 is still coming. I'm excited. I'm getting an iPhone 12 because I currently have an iPhone 8. And then finally on our news today, Apple's stock has hit record highs. So Apple's approaching a $1.5 trillion company, which is insane because if you remember, it was about a year ago that we kind of had the race between Apple and Amazon to become the world's first trillion-dollar company. And now we have Apple, Amazon, and kind of Microsoft in that race for what comes next, and Apple is now nearing 1.5 trillion. I kind of worry about Apple trying to do too much and getting too big and trying to be broken apart. There was actually a tweet from Elon Musk this morning talking about Amazon and that monopolies need to be broken up. I tend to agree with Elon Musk about Amazon. I don't agree with Elizabeth Warren about Apple, saying the same thing about Apple, that it needs to be broken up. But I do hope that they remain focused on what's important and not try to branch into too many categories. In my opinion, they're already in a lot of categories, probably more than I would have gone into. As CEO, I would have spent more time focusing on the iPhone, especially the MacBook, and kind of nailing down those products that are good, but they don't have the biggest market penetration that they could, especially the MacBook. But obviously, Tim Cook has a different vision for Apple, and it's exciting. It's exciting to see Apple services and all these new products they're doing. So I'm excited about Apple getting to a $1.5 trillion market cap. So if you look right now, yeah, they're at 331.15. And if we look at their 52-week high, it's 331.75. So obviously Apple's doing really well. That's really exciting. And let's hope that they keep on going up. Anyways, guys, that's all the news for today. Like I said, I am working on that project that I'm really excited to show you guys. Hopefully next week. My goal is June 12th for the huge launch of the project. And so that is a week from today when I'm filming this and when I'm gonna release this video. So make sure to check out for that. Thank you so much for all of the support. This channel has grown really quickly and it's really exciting to see. So if you like what you see, remember, please like the video, subscribe, watch these videos that I'm gonna put over here. And yeah, you guys keep up the good work and go Apple, okay? I'll be back soon with all of the latest Apple news and rumors. So have a good week, you guys. Peace out.